Hi, I'm Dr. David Parker. I'm a post-secondary disability specialist and also an ADD life coach here at CRG. In the wake of some recent suicides of teenagers here in the Indianapolis area, my colleagues and I are making some brief videos to just try and do a small part to help out, to respond to the pain and angst and questions that the community is feeling, and to maybe offer some perspective and perhaps some resources that we hope can be of help to teens, to parents, to our colleagues in the schools, and to anybody else who might use this information. Over the years, I've had the pleasure of working with primarily high school and college students with learning disabilities, ADHD, Asperger's, and related learning disorders. A lot of those teenagers and young adults have also had anxiety or depression. One of the things that I've admired most about them as I've worked with them is the quality that they often share of being able to pursue their goals even in the face of adversity. These are students who might be some of the brightest students in the room, who, however, might spend 2 or 3 days studying for an exam and maybe only get a C on it. So when I meet with them, I often experience their frustration, which is understandable. But what's more admirable, again, is that quality that they have that allows them to sort of get up, brush off their britches, so to speak, and continue working toward their goals. In thinking about those students in the wake of the recent suicides, what I realized is that quality, which is called resilience, is more than ever a really important quality that we can all try and inculcate in young people today, whether they have disabilities or not. When you're resilient, you're flexible, first and foremost. You realize that there are different ways to achieve important outcomes. You reframe challenges as opportunities to learn and to figure out maybe there's a better way to accomplish my goal that I wouldn't have seen if this barrier hadn't presented itself. When you're resilient, you also network well. You don't isolate yourself. You reach out to colleagues, to friends, to family. You seek advice so that you again can know your options and determine if there's a better way to reach your goals. When we think about people who are resilient, we think about successful people in school, in college, and in life. And I've certainly seen that in my work with college students at UNC Chapel Hill, the University of Connecticut, Washington University, and elsewhere. Incoming students who are resilient make the transition to college more easily because they have the life skills they need to stay focused on their goals, but to be flexible about how they'll get there when challenges come up. So in closing, I'd like to just offer some pieces of advice to parents who might be watching, and particularly to teenagers. To parents, respectfully breathe. We have so much respect for the hard work that you all are doing, raising teenagers in today's complicated and competitive world where we're all probably overscheduled. By breathing, I mean give your kids time to be kids. Let them spend some time on Facebook, playing video games, or doing whatever they need to do to just sort of take a break from the very busy and challenging world they live in every day as teenagers. And of course, love them unconditionally. We want the best for young people. We want them to achieve high goals and important outcomes, but we want those to be realistic as well too, to be what they want and what they're going to be good at, but to not put so many challenges in their way that they have to work toward all the time that, again, they don't just have time to be kids from time to time. Finally, for teenagers, it's particularly important and difficult when you're in high school to listen carefully to your own heart and your own instincts and to try and figure out what you want. When we're in high school, it's really easy to sort of go with the crowd. But that's a time in life where if you figure out what's going to make you successful, what you want to accomplish in life, then you can begin to pursue it in a very personalized way. As you go about doing that, remember it's about progress, not perfection. We all make mistakes. We all fall short of important goals at times. When that happens, it doesn't mean we're failures. It's what we do with that challenge that determines if we're successful, because that's the mark of resilience that we can get better at every time a life problem presents itself. So in closing, again, I just want to invite you, teens in particular, if you're overwhelmed or if you're feeling like you're getting overwhelmed by life circumstances, I hope that, again, hearing all of us talk will support you and encourage you to reach out and ask for the help that you deserve. Thank you for listening today.
Perfect.
I
4
stumbled,
minutes,
but
50 Oh, no, I thought it was very good.
thank you so much for your patience
Very
last week.
good.
That was so helpful to just practice and get my time sense back in track. And do you think it sounded okay?
Oh, yeah. I thought it sounded great.
Okay, thanks, Joey.
Let me, yeah, and it was